installment of the Dead or Alive 5 Move Exhibition and Question Answering series that has no name. I am your hostess with the mostest, the perfect anti-pirate pony princess, the badass bitch, Blood 13 of the Rashid website. We're doing Rig this time. Rig was a character that was introduced in Dead or Alive 5. I know virtually nothing about him, because honestly there wasn't a whole lot that was explained about him in Dead or Alive 5. Also, proving my point, shirtless as dicks. Guy has fucking weird, crazy, like, chemistry tattoos and shit. So let's just go with this outfit, Rig's default, because why the fuck not? Like I said, though, there's not a whole lot that was explained about Rig, and I only played through Dead or Alive 5 once, so I don't really remember it, even if there was a bunch. But, basically saying, I know not a lot about Rig's moves, so this will be exciting for me, because I get to relearn them. He has 113, too, so, yeah. Alright, so the question this time, though, is very simple, and it's basically just to share, my experiences with the jobs that I've had. So, let's start with the jobs that everyone tends to get first, or at least everyone around here always got first, which is working with their family. So, I explained in a different video that, my grandfather, when he was alive, used to own a drywall company. And that I know of, we were the best one in the area because everybody else apparently liked to cut corners and just generally cheap around everything they did. And my grandfather, meanwhile, was apparently, like, an extremely OCD perfectionist, so he would go and examine the job sites himself after the workers were quote-unquote done, and if something didn't look good enough, he would tell them to tear it down and start the fuck over. So people learn pretty quickly to do it right the first time, and after a while it apparently just became a standard of quality for the company, and so as far as I know, we were a relatively well-known company in the area for a while. But, I think I started working for my grandfather's company. It's sometime in the summer, probably when I was like 14 or 15. Way younger, obviously, than legally able to work. But it was basically just a thing of, all I did was go around with the cleanup crews, more or less. Like, sweeping the dust out of the houses that still were not completely finished, but they had, like, had the drywall hung, all the wiring done, and in the walls and everything. What else if I stopped kicking? But basically that was all I did, was go around and pick up after people that did actual work. And then I got paid for it, which, you know, as a kid, it's like, I'm being paid to just go around and pick shit up. This is great. So yeah, that was my first job, and I forget what I even got paid. I want to say I got paid like $7 an hour for it or something. Not a massive amount, but I think it was definitely more than was normal at the time, so... my next job was... Oh, let's see. I don't remember for sure. I think I might have worked with my other uncle before this, but let's say I didn't, because I don't remember an exact scenario in which I did. So the next job I had then was a real job. I worked at Walmart for about 2.5 years. And my job at Walmart was GM receiving, which is... There are cats beating on the door. And I thought it was a person, because I'm dumb. Anyways, my job at Walmart was GM receiving, which is basically the people who unload the trucks of merchandise in the back of the store. And that was an awesome job, to be honest. It was pretty easy, and it was an interesting thing, because it's like, you kind of get to see, like, all the stuff come out of the trucks, and it's all in these fucking nondescript brown-ass boxes. Just normal cardboard, with, like, descriptors on the side of, like, where they go, pretty much. And sometimes, like, what it is. And it was always a really interesting and fun kind of thing to sort of see more or less the behind-the-scenes for everyday life. So that was a really good job. I really enjoyed it. The problem is, I was about, like, I want to say 17-ish, around that time. And it was my first real job, and I kind of missed, like, the whole get mature during high school thing because I slacked my way through high school. So I didn't last at Walmart that long because pretty much every day I was doing something that probably should have gotten me fired that day, on that day specifically. Because, like, we would get bicycles in the trucks and shit, so, I mean, I'm talking, like, we would get sometimes fully constructed bikes or fully constructed scooters or something. I'm not sure why they were fully constructed, because that was supposed to be the job of maintenance to put together one of those things and then put it on display out in the fucking store. But for whatever reason, we would occasionally get them like that. I can't... Alright, so maybe I have to do it fast. Yeah, I have to do it fast, okay. So, we would get fully constructed ones sometimes, though, and, of course, that usually turned into a thing of, like, hey, let's dick around with the bike for a while. I mean, everybody else would kind of do it, like, we would roll it out and, like, do stupid stuff with it, just, like, move it around or whatever and be done with it and such. But I was the one that would be like, I'm gonna get on this bike and ride it around the back of the store for, like, a couple of seconds. Because the whole back, like, where we worked was, like, a warehouse, kind of, where there were just, like, shelves of shit and then rows between the shelves. And so, like, whenever we got a bike, I would be the one to get on it and ride around really quickly, and everybody would be like, oh, you're so funny. Just, you know, general slacking the fuck around. And, there was one day, I'm not particularly proud of this one, but there was one day when, I just didn't feel like doing anything. So, for about 10 minutes, there was, like, a section of the shelves. Alright, so anyway, there was a section of the shelves, though, where there were some rugs, basically, like, carpet, like, the rolled-up ones you find, like, in the whatever department of the store. I don't fucking remember, okay? The point is, though, I climbed up in there and sort of, like, laid in the rugs and took a 10-minute nap or something. Fortunately, didn't get caught, but I did go missing for 10 minutes, and I had to explain it away as, like, oh, I was in the bathroom or something stupid. I don't know what the fuck I said now. So yeah, that was a nice job. Then, in between that, probably, was when I worked for my uncle. My other uncle. And, I also realized I talked about my grandfather at first, and now I'm saying other uncle, like that makes sense. Anyway, so it's my uncle on my father's side. And my father worked for him as well, and it was an excavating company. So that was pretty much being outside in the fucking heat in the summer, digging holes and shit. And I had been working with them for that whole summer because I was raising money so I could go see my girlfriend, who at the time lived in Florida. She's now my ex, so that was a complete waste of money. Go figure. But then again, I guess, you know, experience. That was the whole thing. Then the next real job I had, though, was whenever I was trying to get money to live with my now ex. At the time, she wasn't, obviously, so... But the job I had for about a week was at a company called Wabasto. And what Wabasto does is they make the sunroofs for a variety of vehicle companies. I have to figure out how to turn around. This will be fun. But they're the company that makes the sunroofs. Like, you would get, like, the glass that is the sunroof part, but the mechanism that moves the sunroof back and forth is not pre-assembled. That was the job of people at Wabasto to put that together. And it was basically an assembly line sort of thing where you had people on different stations, and on each station they would do a different thing to put it together. And you had to meet a certain quota in a day, and blah 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 blah. The problem is, it was my first example of a job like that where it's like, oh, you guys didn't finish your quota yesterday, so now you all have to come in early tomorrow and make up for lost numbers, basically. And that started being a miserable, horrible thing. And then there were just times when, like, you know, it was like, hey, you guys need to do this many today because they need this many of them at the car place or whatever. I don't fucking know. I cannot get him to turn around. Why do they have to make these move? Why can't there just be a turn around button? Like, why can't I double tap back or something? Or why can't I spin the stick and make him just fucking turn around? I can make him do this. Does that fucking count? Fucking do a shuffle. Do a shuffle. Do a shuffle. Jesus Christ. Alright, back to this shit, because people fucking distracting me. It's like every fucking time. It's like I have time to record in a day, and only that time does everybody in the universe decide to fucking bother me. Jesus Christ. Okay. How the fuck do I turn this motherfucker around? Fuck, I don't know how to do this. My mind just blanked completely for like almost a minute because I was trying to think of... I don't even know what I was trying to think of. My brain just seriously turned off. How do I turn this motherfucker around? Just turn around. There you go! Alright, I need to be able to replicate that. How did I do it? No? I think I figured it out. There you go, I just do a double fucking cartwheel kick thing. Okay. So anyways, though, back to what I was saying. So that was Wabasto. Wabasto sucked. I hated it. It was a misery because, like, you would just have to work pretty much fucking all goddamn day. And by all goddamn day, I mean there were times when we would come in at like 5 or 6 in the morning and we would not leave until like 6 or 7 at night. It was miserable. Good pay, because I think it was like almost $11 an hour or something. Or no. Wabasto was like $10.50 an hour, I think. Yeah, that's what it was. It was $10.50 an hour. So, pretty good pay, but fuck that, no. So, yeah, I got myself fired from that job because I just literally decided to fucking leave. Which wasn't a good idea, because I didn't have a backup plan at the time, so I pretty much was just like, I'm not fucking doing this. So now I have to fucking go crane style and use moves like, wah, show, bang! But so, I forget how long it took in between, but what I eventually ended up doing was my all-time favorite job that I would love to have back, and that was working at Amazon. Because it was fucking incredible. What I did at Amazon, though, I worked the returns thing, I guess the returns warehouse, and I also processed returns. And the return center for Amazon, the entire United States, everything that's returned through Amazon comes through this place, and it's in my state, Kentucky. So, I mean, really? I don't even know how I did that, but okay. So, that was what I got to do there, was process returns and shit, and that led to having to deal with a lot of really fucking funny-ass shit. People return shit for the dumbest fucking reasons, let me tell you, man. Like, somebody returned a TV at one point because it smelled too electronic. That's pretty much what it was. Their actual reasoning was because it smelled like burning electronics, but if you buy any kind of new electronic out of the box, if you sniff it, it smells like burnt electronics, because guess how they fucking fuse the wires and shit in some places. But so yeah, like, it was a hilarious fucking time, and it was an easy job too, because the worst part about it was, I don't fucking know why they decided to do this, I guess because chairs are too expensive or something. You had to stand at your computer all day long. They gave you like a nice little, like, really soft and cool mat. But, I mean, I have weird feet, so I stand on them strange, I guess. So my feet were always killing me by the end of the day. But you just stood in one place and pretty much processed returns. That's all the fuck you would do. Shit, I fucked it up. Damn it. What the hell am I doing wrong? That's not it. No. Damn it. damn it. Okay, hold on. So, you do that. No, you do that. No, I'm doing it wrong now. You do this, and you do this, and this. There we go. Jesus Christ. I keep trying to use the wrong fucking moves. Also, we're getting close to the end of Rig's moveset now, so I need to fucking hurry the stories along. But working at Amazon was just great because it was just extremely simple, and there was, like, nothing to it. So, I wish I could have that job back. That one, though, I was just hired on as seasonal help. I got hired, I think it was around October of that year, which I think was like 2013 or 2012 maybe, I don't fucking remember. The point is I got hired around then, and I worked clear through until sometime about like June or July, because intern leg cut, what the fuck does that mean? What? What is this? Now I have to find it. Okay. So back kick, kick forward. I mean, I don't fucking, what? I don't, how do I? So it's like, the beginning thing I have to do is like, no, no. How do I do that? What is it? Special moves, okay. Oh, I have to push towards the opponent, okay. Okay, I figured it out. There we go. That was pretty easy, actually. But, like I said, you would process returns to the computer. Sometimes you would be put in different parts of the warehouse. Like, basically there was the area that I normally worked in, which was processing the normal size returns, like DVDs, games, Nerf guns, toys, that kind of shit. And, oh, right, I was talking about being seasonal help, that's what it was. So I was hired on as seasonal help, and the return season is right after Christmas. So pretty much from January through about April was when everybody was returning shit for, like, Christmas that they either didn't want or was defective, more or less. So, that was what happened there, is I worked through my usefulness to them. And then they kept a very small number of people, but more so kept the employees they already had coming in, like, from ages ago. So the seasonal help all got let go, which, you know, that's part of just any kind of factory job, so couldn't really fault them on that one. And it wasn't my fault, which was pretty awesome, too. But I guess to be fair, like, even though that was, like, the reason why, it's like, they let a bunch of people go all at once. It's like, you were all seasonal help. You knew when you were hired on that this might be temporary, so, you know, we're letting you all go now. And everyone was like, okay, sure, whatever. But it was pretty obvious that the people they were getting rid of first were the people that were slacking off the most. I was in, like, the second or third group because I slacked off pretty hard. Because every time I would get something interesting, I would sit there and look at it like, ooh, this is pretty. Like, I would get a book, and I'd be like, ooh, what book is this? And look at it, and it would just take me longer to process returns than other people. So, yeah. Fuck, this is... okay. If I just do like this, that works. Yeah, okay, cool. No. But so that was Amazon. It was a lovely job. The problem is now if I went to go get hired back at Amazon, I would probably get put in the actual warehouse for Amazon, the shipping warehouse, which sucks because your job there is you basically get an order and then you have to run through the fucking warehouse to find where the shit is, then put it in a box and then set all that shit up. And you have to reach a quota that's over there. Over the other place, you have a daily quota, and it's like fucking almost nothing. So it's really easy to get ahead of that. But at the other place where you have to literally run back and forth around a giant warehouse that is the size of like 2 or 3 football fields, it's just fucking misery. So I don't want to have to do that. And if I go back to try to get hired by them, I might get put there, and I don't want to have to do that because that's actual work. But working at Amazon, I think I was getting like almost $13 an hour, so, you know, good pay. Fucking great pay. Oops. there's where I work now, which I've talked about multiple times, which is an extremely outdated video rental store in the middle of fucking nowhere. And all that consists of pretty much is people come in, they find a DVD or something that they want to rent, and they're like, I want to rent this. And I'm like, okay, well, this much money. Okay, come back, yeah. And that's pretty much it. I could go into details about how all of that works. That was like the short version, and it doesn't explain shit. But, you know, I mean, at this point, people have been through Blockbusters, or they've been to Redbox, or, you know, shit like that. So they know how rental shit works, so I'm not going to explain all of that, because we're out of time anyways. But that's pretty much like all of my past experience with jobs. It's been interesting, to say the fucking least, I guess. But, yeah, that's pretty much everything that I could think of that I can explain, because I have time to explain. You know what, I'm just gonna fucking stop, because I'm talking in circles right now, and it doesn't fucking do anything. So tune in next time for another character, another moveset, and another question.